Welcome to Supporting and Reporting That Narrative That's Imperative podcast. I am your host, Char Ja. I would like to personally invite you to please take a moment and subscribe below so you can receive notifications when new, encouraging, uplifting episodes are available. And please feel free to chime in the comments below as well. All feedback is welcome, and I so graciously thank you for your support. So I've been watching the news throughout the past few weeks, and I've seen all the turmoil and trauma that Ukraine has been experiencing. And I wanted to send them love and prayers during this time. I also saw the news over the weekend about Tracy Braxton making her transition. And I'm sending love and prayers to her family as well. But after viewing all this news, I began to process and reflect about the state of the world for the past 2 to 3 years. I began to see things through a different lens. How there is simply no room for all the things that we made important for so long. And watching Ukraine on the news, I saw people flee with what they can stuff in a small bag or a backpack. It didn't matter about how old they were, what race they were, their social or economic status. They fled, leaving loved ones, homes, bank accounts, abandoning cars in the middle of the streets, fleeing on foot, with only what they can pack on their backs, leaving all the things and memories that we put value on. So my mind began to reflect about what I used to hear when I was a child, about paying attention to the handwriting on the wall. And I began to wonder if any of us can flee with only the necessities on our back. I'm not referring to the materialistic items. It's deeper than that. I'm speaking of the mentality, the mindset of how many of us can leave all the things that we have placed value in, the things that we have made precious to us but didn't serve us, or the things that looked good but wasn't good for us or to us. I just wondered, how many of us can leave all the things that tried to tear us down and break us? Just how many of us can leave all the pettiness behind and all the things that just don't matter? I just wondered, how many of us can leave all the conversations and thoughts behind about who wasn't there or who didn't care, who didn't support us, just all the nonsense. You see, I want to take a moment to be crystal clear about something. I'm talking about myself as well. I'm not exempt. I'm not perfect. I'm not a preacher or a minister, nor a religious scholar, or some type of spiritual, mystical being. I have the utmost respect for all those that are all these things. And I'm not trying to be anything other than what my Creator has need for me to be. I am only a true believer in my Creator. A believer that everything happens for a reason. Even if our understanding can make sense of things, there is still a reason. I would always aim to encourage and uplift, and always work to be part of the solution instead of contributing to the problem. My aunt used to tell me all the time, always make people feel better when they leave you than when they came to you. That's my only goal. That's my only purpose for podcasting. But in the truth of all things, there's a conversation that needs to be had. There's a little thought-provoking that needs to be inspired. A little realization that we all can use. This one thought I just can't let go. For all the things that hindered us, there's simply no room for it anymore. For all the things that didn't help develop and cultivate our purpose, there's no room for it anymore. We have to be our best versions of ourselves. We have to be a little kinder and supportive with one another, a little more understanding and patient with each other. We have to be aware enough to know that in this phase we're entering in our lives, this journey that we're on, growing up, I used to hear how iron sharpens iron, meaning I sharp you and you sharpen me. And love embraces love. Peace increases peace. Forgiveness encourages forgiveness, and wisdom embarks only on the wise, and understanding is always patient and kind. It's imperative for all of us to remember that we have to stay mindful and present at all times, because there's simply no room for the rest. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe below, and have an amazing week. Yeah.